college applications were done kind of, and everyone in senior year was kind of coming to a close, and I think it was you guys that kind of like texted in our little freshman group chat, and we like had found out kind of all together that the coaches were gone, and it was scary to initially find out and kind of wonder about your future pretty much, because that for me was almost like, and it shouldn't have been, I guess, like in retrospect, but a guarantee that I was going to be coming here and into college, and I don't think we had signed yet or anything, so it was really scary. But I think that it was really reassuring. We got a call from Sean, the AD, and then from like Brendan later on, and it was nice to have him kind of back us up and be able to take us in even though we weren't his recruits.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It was definitely scary. I was scared.
I was so scared.
I remember I was in my room and Brendan was calling all of us to like talk to us and get to know us. And I just knew my parents were right on the other side of the door, like listening the whole time. But it was different because we didn't sign yet. So we all had a choice to either not come here or to just stick it out and come see how at least the first year is. So I think we can all say that we made the best decision to come here, because even though it was scary, even though we had to face adversity a little bit, I think for all of us it worked out in the end.
Yeah, and honestly, the team and everyone in athletics just made it so much easier for us, because I think we all knew we like the team and we like the school. And after that, if like the coaches end up really like bringing us into, which they did, then everything would just work out. When my phone call, I remember, because like we said, we were scared. I was just like in my room sweating. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And I ended up talking to him. He was just really personable, and like our personalities just mixed very well. And what he was saying on the phone, he was like, I want to make Stony Brook like a team. Like, we want to be a winning team. He's like, and something that like I always believe in is like the attack, and like I'm a defender, so it's funny, but I'm like, the attack is the best defense you can have, you know? And he was saying, he's like, I want to attack teams. I want to put them on their heels and really like make a name for Stony Brook. And I was like, I want to be part of that. I want to be part of that type of movement, bringing where we used to be to where we are now, and hopefully where we're going to be in the future. And I just, in that moment, I remember thinking like, yeah, like that's what I want to do.
It was definitely like a lot different when you hear stories about the older girls and like what it was like before Brendan and Sarah were here, and like what it is now. And nothing bad, but it's just so different. And I think Brendan, Sarah, Sade, and Shannon, their main thing is just like, even as people, is to just be the best person you can be. And I think we can all say, even like before I came to college, who I am now is so different than who I was before, even freshman year. Like the things that they like they just want us to be good people, great players, invest in the team, but overall, like what we do here within athletics, within Stony, is our main goal. And I think that sets us apart, is that the people we are.
Yeah.
And I think they did a really good job of building that.
I definitely remember on my call, like, stressing Hughes Soccer Social School is just like the three, and I know that something for me that was really important was that he stressed like the academics as well, because I know that I'm coming here to get a degree, and that I was really, really adamant about what I wanted to do before I came here. So it was nice to see that he was really bought into me as a student as well as like an athlete.
I've never played with any internationals before in my life before I came here, so that class has a lot of, we have Canada, Finland, Sweden, what else? Now we have Trinidad. Like I've never been exposed to playing with people outside of the US, and it's so cool. It is so cool. Like we hear about, you know, things that they do at home, things that are different or the same as it is here, and like just to hear like what they think about America sometimes is fun. But in general, the class as a whole is great. I think we're very close with, the three of us are very, very close with the grade below us.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that our team has to like our advantage is women's lacrosse is a lot of Long Island girls, and the three of us are all from different states. But I think that bringing in other people from other cultures brings to the locker room, kind of a new dynamic, and we get a lot of different ideas from everyone. Like, Chelsea is really, really big on being grateful, and I think that that's something that the Hawaiian culture, Chelsea and Tatum, can bring to us. And I think that Sophia and Fani bring such an outside perspective, like a European perspective, even if we're talking about something that's like different, like healthcare sometimes, because we talk about everything.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to be able to get to know people and where they're from and kind of bring that into our team. I think it makes us more rounded and better as a team.
For me, living with both of them, honestly, best thing ever, because I love them both so much and we all get along and I get to spend every day with like my best friends. But on a side note, they both cook very well. So Sophia like loves cooking, like should be a chef, could be a chef. Has her own food blog, by the way, College Kitchen on Instagram. And Marissa like bakes and everything. And
It's like a restaurant.
It
It's
is.
literally
And
a
I
restaurant.
just love to eat. So I don't know. I burn every single thing in the house. I was boiling water one day, and Marissa like called into my room because it's so close, and she's like, Francesca, what are you cooking? I'm like, I'm boiling water, what do you mean? And she was like, well, the kitchen is smoking. I was like, no, it's not. Like, I can't mess up water. I come in, and Sophia's crock pot was on the stove just behind, and I melted the face off of her crock pot. And there was just burnt plastic all over the stove. And I was like, why am I not good at this? Like, I was like, it was just water. So
I know. I forgive you.
I bought her a new one
It
like
was
the next
fine.
day. It was the worst thing ever. I was like, that's when I realized, I was like, if I didn't have them, I think I would like starve. I would. Like, Sophia like makes all the food and everything, and she's like, my mom always makes sure I have something to eat. And then Riss will just come and she's like, I'm making lava cakes
dessert?
today. And I'm like, yeah, I want to eat a chocolate lava cake. Like, yeah. And they're like, oh, cool. I'm like, I'll bring the plates. Like,
I'll set the table.
I'll get a
It's fine.
tablecloth. Like, that is
That's
a
fun.
huge plus for me.